Okay, I have no idea how this is going to work because I am in my university and I'm filming this on my camera phone. And the front camera is absolutely barnacles. Welcome back, my bucketeers. I'm so glad you came back. Thank you. And welcome back to my channel where I use my bucket list as an excuse to do questionable things. For this episode of Bucket List 1001, wow, I haven't actually said that word in ages. I will be testing my perseverance, my willingness, my endurance. I will be eating my favourite food for a week. And not just for dinner, every time I feed. This isn't going to be some really linear challenge, this is going to be intense. I got a game plan and an extensive shopping list. My favourite food? Be pizza. Give me any toppings and I will eat it. Except anchovies, that's disrespectful. So in order not to lose my sanity, I'm going to be as creative as my budget allows me. And seeing that my budget is £20, my creativity will be pretty colourful. Also, if you live in the UK, have these following stores nearby you and are considering a pizza-based diet, this video will be your jam. Or your tomato sauce if you want to keep to the theme. But first, we got to buy. Okay, first thing on the list, pizza. Let's move out the way so I'm not a disturbance. Oh my gosh, there's more pizza. Vegan pizza. Wait, actually, I've got the difference between spicy vegetable salsa or falafel. Oh my gosh. The choices. We need bread for toast pizza. Because I researched. It doesn't matter what kind of flour. I don't taste any difference. Flour is flour. So ham for ham. Pepperoni should be here though. Huh? It's thick. There's nothing wrong with thick. We got our bolognese.
Make it spicy.
I know it says bolognese, but I like to live dangerously. The cheapest one or the slightly better one?
Have salads.
Okay, so we're going for the slightly better one, and we need a lot, so. No limits. They all look burnt.
10p.
They all look burnt. Okay, apart from this one actually looks okay. Yeah?
Okay.
What I need now is just like 2 other pizzas. Like, I don't know, maybe a meat feast, a normal pepperoni, or maybe a different one. So that's 2 days. And then I've got a vegan pizza. And I'm going to do 2 homemade pizzas, so that's 5 days. And then I've got the mini pizza. And then, yeah, I just need more pizza. Thank you very much. Thank you. Have a nice day. Oh, custard and calzone. Oh my god, the plastic's hot. What are we doing with our lives?
Yeah, no, we should be in there all the time.
Yeah. This is all carbs. This is actually all carbs. In order to make my life interesting, I'm dedicating a week to carbs. I love it. I love my life so much. Okay, so we're back home now, and we've got our array of pizza items that would last us a week, surprisingly enough. Unless you are a big eater, then probably like a couple of days. We are going to do the calzone. Calzone or calzone? I don't know how you pronounce it. I haven't tried it before, and therefore had no need to say it. Da-da! I don't usually spend this much on myself, so this is a real treat. This is a great way to start off the challenge. You know it's big when it like fits most of your tray. I did not expect that. But then again, this is probably like a large pizza folded in half. It is a large pizza folded in half. Who am I kidding? This is huge. This is so beautiful. I mean, look at the... Okay, I'm really sorry for any vegetarians or vegans, but like for any meat eaters. I can't speak because I'm salivating so much. But look at the ham. I'm tripping up on my words because the saliva actually coming out. So this is the start of my journey. Hello, it's day 2. You know it's the morning because I got that morning look. And it's time for breakfast. I didn't prepare any pizza dough last night, and I didn't buy any ready-made pizza dough. And I'm not really bothered to make pizza dough at the moment, so I'm just hoping there's a toast-based recipe that I can get my hands on. Okay, the internet has been around for a while. If yerba makianos is a thing, I damn well expect there to be toast. After researching, I came across a recipe. So I first started by just taking everything out, obviously, because I prefer to see what I'm doing. And I decided to do scrambled egg, as instructed by one of the recipes that I found, and I use this seasoning called Aromat just because salt is boring and I tend to always go
too much with salt. Aroma is actually pretty nice, and if you have it, I guess you should definitely try it. Like, only a couple of shakes will need to. It can be strong, so try not to. So always experiment. Then using this multi-breakfast electronic thing that my aunt bought me, I fried my bacon and fried my eggs because multitasking. Next, I slightly toasted the bread. I just needed it to be strong enough, so when I put it in the oven, it wouldn't just flop on me. After slightly toasting it, I put a bit of tomato sauce. I know it says bolognese, but like I said yesterday, I am a rebel. Then I put the toppings as follows: egg, bacon. The bacon that my mum bought for me was huge, so like I only needed one bacon, and mozzarella cheese. I put some basil as for seasoning because actually I really don't know, I just like the look of basil. And after that, I put it in the oven, and after 10 to 15 minutes, this is how it turned out. It turned out well as I expected, but one thing for certain, I'm going to be sick of these colours by the end of the week. I'm back! Oh god, it's like this flare coming down. Let me see if I can try and fix that. Some of you must be thinking I probably ate between the time I had breakfast, which was probably at like 10:30, 11, to now, which is 7, so I had 8 hours? But student life does that to you. You know, you want to save money and you don't want to use too much, and then you just kind of, after suppressing it, you just don't get hungry. I'm going to do some sort of pizza panini. Let go. With the tiger loaf that I bought yesterday, I cut the length I wanted, then cut it in half. Then I spread the sauce on both sides. Then I did a basic pizza construction: cheese, pepperoni, then ham. And I didn't really want to put anything else on it, so I stuck it in the oven. It's the morning of day 3. I have made myself a bacon egg baguette pizza, and my gosh, was it filling. I ate it at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, so I was full until dinner. I didn't even need lunch. So I ate my favourite brand of pizza, Chicago Town, for dinner. It was mini pizzas, and oh my gosh, despite the greasy look of my oven, this looks like a 90s commercial. I have nostalgia for a time I wasn't even born in. Morning of day 4, I had egg and cheese panini pizza. I was late for school. I planned to leave at 8. We actually left at 11, so I was just rushing, but it came out okay. I ate really quickly. My sister was driving, so I was just eating. For lunch, because I do get hungry at school, I made some more pizza paninis because I really needed to finish the bread. I warmed it in the uni's microwave because I really wanted it to be melted. It was definitely an interesting choice. Anything bad going on? Nothing per se. Apart from that, I'm so freaking tired of tomato sauce. Oh my goodness gracious. I didn't think too much about the base of the pizza. I just think tomato sauce. But when you do breakfast, what differentiates a pizza toast to a English breakfast? Don't get me wrong, I still enjoy pizza like a lot, but I know for certain once this challenge is done, I'm taking a break from it. In terms of pizzas left, I've got vegan pizza. I'm yet to do my own pizzas. One thing for certain, restricting myself to one food is interesting in the sense that I don't do my normal routine. Health-wise, I don't feel different, but I'm sure my heart's like, you're doing wrong. But we'll see at the end of the week. It is the morning of day 5, and once again, I'm eating a pizza toast, topped with bacon, egg, and cheese. This may look appetizing on the screen, but I was completely sick of eating the same thing. I actually did a pizza dough for the homemade pizza, but I realised too late that I didn't add enough flour. So I ended up with this concoction. It may look very colourful on the camera, but where the toppings were, it didn't cook properly, and it also got stuck to the tray, which really sucked. But it still tasted nice. The toppings were fine, the bread tasted fine, it was just the texture. Have you ever had fried bread? Because that's basically what the base of the pizza was. It is now day 6, and I'm really tired of filming in the morning. I had the same breakfast as I did in day 5, so let me just replay the same footage. There we go.
At this point, other food seems to be extremely appetizing, but I must press forward. But today's dinner is vegan pizza. I was kind of worried about it because I like cheese and cheese has milk. And I wonder how it works. So I was nervous and excited, but I burnt the pizza. I've become less observant with the oven since I've been using it for 5 days in a row. My concentration isn't there. It's as if my body's trying to tell me that if you don't cut the calories, I will physically burn them. But hey, I like my food a little bit crispy.
I eat everything, just a little burns.
Turned out to be okay actually. It was definitely an interesting choice with the black beans, but overall the sweet peppers and the vegan cheese seemed to do it. Though I don't see myself eating it again because this was expensive. I don't know how you guys do it. It's finally day 6 and I'm whipping up a classic. I got so used to making this that I basically thought of this in a second and it appeared on my plate. After 7 days, my sister finally mustered up the courage to actually try my food. I can confirm that I am a good chef due to these insightful words. Even though I have been confirmed to be a great chef, lunch was abysmal. It was a pepperoni pizza sandwich and I had the smart idea to warm it in the microwave to try and melt the cheese. I've disgraced your screens, I've disgraced this bread, I won't do this again. Now it's time for the beginning of the end. And it's the end of the week! I am so glad it's done. And yet, so sad. So with my review of this week, I'm going to divide it into 5 sections. How good was it? How bad was it? How much was it? Was it worth it? And out of 5, will I do it again? It was as good as it gets. I subjected myself to my favourite food in the entire world for a week. What more could you expect from eating your favourite food? You're going to like it. But it was as bad as it gets. Towards the end of the week, I actually got sick of the elements of pizza. Mainly tomato sauce. I'm just like... It was getting repetitive. It was getting really tedious at some times because I didn't want to get bored of the same thing over and over again. So I kept trying to immerse myself in different recipes. It only really works if you have the time and the energy, of which I have neither. For this entire thing, we went to our local Asda, which was actually kind of unexpected because initially we were going to dot around like Tesco and Lidl, but then we were like, Asda's close enough. In fact, Asda was actually so good that I used everything throughout the week. There wasn't any, I had food at home, but there wasn't anything I had to take away. Okay, apart from the milk. No, I had leftover milk, but even if I didn't have that leftover milk, the milk that I had would have still been enough because I didn't need that much. It was only for like little bits of scrambled egg. If I were to round up how much I actually spent, I say we bought about 15 to 16 pounds. So if you're thinking about it, was it worth it? I have no idea really. I got to try a bunch of different ways of eating pizza. I never thought I was going to have breakfast pizza, so that was a given. And apart from that little flop that we had towards the end of the week, I would say it was pretty fun. However, I felt bad. Like, okay, I felt good because A, I'm eating my favourite pizza in the world, and B, it's like super simple to make, and it was just like, I'm saving time. But like, knowing the healthiness towards it, I knew I was like, my body was like just being thrown away. I've had a cold throughout the week, and I feel like if I wasn't eating pizza every day, it may have stopped. No, I'm not a health expert, don't quote me on here, but like, I guess there was like a part of me that said, girl, if you ate healthier, you would have stopped this cold by Tuesday. So was it worth it? Maybe. A bit. It's not worth it when you're sick. And out of 5, will I do this again? 1 being never in my entire damn life, and 5 being absolutely, I'll try as much as possible. And I will put it at 2. This was a fun challenge. It was fun in the sense that I got to eat my favourite food in all different sorts of ways, and I also got to learn about different types of pizza. And if anything, if I had a bit more time and I was a bit more awake during the mornings, I probably would have even gone a bit further with my pizza making. But the reason why I didn't put it high on the list is because my favourite food is unhealthy, and I like being able to not think if I'm going to get heartburn in any given setting. So because of health reasons, and also because it was super ridiculously boring to eat tomato sauce, I ate this by myself for a week. Like, my sister didn't even touch it
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment and share because I want people to see how much I'm suffering. I actually like these weekly challenges. I'm probably going to do it as a thing besides my bucket list. So this is part of my bucket list, but this is also to start us off with new. Comment on what you like, comment on what I could do next week or whenever I do this, and I shall see y'all in the next video. Bye. To celebrate, we must go to Pizza Hut's buffet.
Here we go.
빨간 도시의 뜨뜻한 여잔들